Okay, 5 weeks down of radiation and chemo pills. I have 1 week to go. I'm excited. I'm counting down. The doctors told me, or I shouldn't say they told me, they more like warned me. They warned me of possible side effects. And these side effects, there's a range of side effects. Like, I was more prone to get sunburns because of the chemo pills. I believe in getting natural vitamin D, getting some sun when you can. I've been out in the sun, haven't had a sunburn. Even went to some baseball games recently. No sunburn. They warned me that my fingers and toes might get numb or tingling, and that never happened. They warned me I might lose my fingertips. They get really wet and they kind of might dissolve. I don't know if they grow back or not. I have no idea. But they just say that that's, I might lose my fingerprints. That didn't happen. They warned me, about blood clotting and staying moving. And then, they always checked my legs and make sure there was no tenderness or soreness. None of that. They warned me about nausea. Never got sick once. I got a prescription of anti-nausea medicine before I even started radiation. I don't even know where that bottle is. I don't even know where it is because I never felt sick once. Never felt sick once. They put pressure on my abdomen, make sure I'm not sore in my abdomen. Nothing there. They always check my mouth, make sure there's no mouth sores. I guess that's a big issue as well. I have a friend that's in the dental field and she messaged me like, hey, make sure you take really good care. I said, hey, I have really great oral hygiene and never had an issue. Never had an issue. And, I know side effects are always just possibilities. They don't mean it's going to happen. These are just common things that happen with people that go through it. And me personally, I rarely get sick. If I do get sick, it doesn't last very long. My wife has had COVID twice. I never got it. I have the antibodies. I'm basically a superhuman. Okay? Anyway, that's how I feel because I rarely get sick. Why is there a tumor growing in me? I don't know. It drives me crazy. But anyway, I do want to say I did get a side effect. I did get one side effect. It was a side effect they never warned me about. It was just something that happened. They also warned me about fatigue. I have more energy now than I have, but maybe also because I'm still running my businesses. My businesses are still thriving. Like I have purpose to wake up every day to. Anyway, and I'll talk about purpose on another episode, another video. But anyway, I did get a side effect because what they're doing now is they're targeting me. So real quick, what's happening? I just finished my 5th week. They have cut back. I was supposed to have my 6th week coming up. I was supposed to have 4 treatments. They cut one of the treatments. I only have 3 more treatments to go. I only have a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of treatments on my last week. But these last 5, so it's the next 3 coming up and the last 2 I just had, Thursday, Friday, and these next 3. These last 5 treatments are what they call boost. I'm not exactly sure what it means, but I did know they told me, because they're doing, they're blasting my pelvic area because that's where that's where your colon is. That's where my tumor is. So they're blasting my pelvic area with radiation every day, Monday through Friday, for 10 minutes, about 10-minute procedure. And so they are boosting it. So I think they're fine targeting where the radiation is. So it's targeting more in my colon area, and it's a longer period. So it's like 10 to 15 minutes versus about 8 to 10 minutes. So like 10 to 15 minutes now. So that's my last treatments. And because they said I'm doing so well, like you were doing so well, they increased my dosage of chemo pills. At one point they did decrease it because my white blood cell count was below where they wanted it. But my white blood cell count has kept kept increasing, so they've kept increasing my dosage. Your body's handling this very well. Your platelets look good. Your kidney function is all looking great. So let's increase your dosage. Let's give you your last treatments with boost because you were handling this very well. But they did say, well, we are a little worried about your one side effect that you're experiencing, which I'll share in a moment. And I said, I don't care. Let's boost it. Let's get rid of this thing. Let's increase my dosage. Let's increase the radiation. Let's do this. But let me say what it is. So they are targeting my colon area. So I'm having a little issue. I drink a lot of water. I talked about that. And I only drink alkaline water. I do drink a lot. And they said that's good because it helps flush out your kidneys. That's how the chemo pills will, expel out of the body. And I drink lots of water anyway. I'm always driving a lot. I'm always on the go. So I always am drinking water. So I always got my bottled water with me. So I'm always going to the bathroom. But one thing they did say, hey, one thing you might notice though, it'll be harder to hold your bladder. Because when you have to go, right, you're like, oh, I need to go to the restroom. And you kind of hold it and you wait till you get to a restroom. I have a little bit harder of a time holding it. Like, sometimes I have to go really bad, really fast. Like, oh my gosh, I really need to pull over and I need to find a restroom. I need to find a gas station. I need to go somewhere to go to the restroom. It's harder to hold it. Nothing too serious. It's not like it's that bad. So that has been one of my side effects. That's number one. And let's talk about number two. When I go number two, the doctor, I told doctor, I'm like, it hurts. And they said, explain it to me. I said, let's just say you haven't gone for a week and you're finally going to the restroom and it's a little harder. But not only that, like it's not, I'm not constipated. They did warn me, like you might get diarrhea or you might be constipated. Neither of those happened to me either. But I'm just saying it hurts as I go. I'm sorry to be graphic. It just hurts as I go. I'm like, and it feels like for the whole week, all I ate was spicy food. So the doctor said, so it's like a ring burner. And I said, yeah, it's like that. And he just started laughing. He's hilarious. So that's what it's like. He goes, well, there's some options. Like we can go with painkillers and that might put the edge of going to the restroom. That might take the edge off a little bit, but we worry because painkillers could cause constipation. And I said, listen, this radiation is, about a week left of radiation. So and then the radiation will stick in my body for like another week. There's some inflammation. That's what's happening is it's inflamed from the radiation. Right? Basically, I'm putting my colon in a microwave. It's inflamed. And it's tender. So I'm like, when I go to the restroom, it hurts. And then afterwards, it hurts for like a minute. I mentally can deal with pain. Because he's like, are you regular? I'm like, I'm regular. I go like twice a day. Sorry again to be very personal and graphic, but I'm helping anyone else that might go through this in the future, my experience. And mentally, I'm saying I can deal with the pain for a week every time I go. It hurts when I go and it hurts for like a minute afterwards. I can deal with that knowing that I'm going to deal with this for another week of treatment and then maybe another week afterward. That's 2 weeks of dealing with pain. I mentally am telling myself, deal with the pain for 2 weeks, knowing that we are killing this cancer. That's what I'm saying to myself. Yes, can I deal with it? If my wife can be in pain going through labor for our children, can I go through this to stick around for my family, my wife and children? Yes, I can deal with this. I can deal with 2 weeks of pain. Because sometimes it's really painful. Sometimes it's just a little painful. I can deal with it. I just kind of put my mind somewhere else. And just say, hey, I just got to deal with this for just a couple minutes. And I only have to deal with this for a couple weeks. And guess what? I'm going to beat this thing. And then I'll get this rid of it. I'll get this out of my body. That's what I'm telling myself. Sometimes you have to deal with pain in life. Whether it's physical or mental pain. And you just have to mentally get over the hurdle and just say, what's the other side of this? Will it make me stronger as a person? Whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, I don't know. We have to deal with pain sometimes. Sometimes life hurts. But the purpose is to make us stronger. Or, I don't know if that is the purpose of the pain, but that's how we should be looking at it. We should be looking at the pain as, what's the outcome of this? What am I learning from this? Am I a victim of it and I'm just going to let it defeat me? Or am I a victor and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to learn something from this. What am I learning from this? I'm learning that I need to be healthy. That there was a time in life where I got very busy and very stressed and I coped with food and I made things quick and simple. And that probably wasn't good for my body. My body's telling me that. And I'm talking to my body and saying, body, I apologize. I did this to you. I apologize. I put junk in you. I apologize. I am doing better now. It's time for you to get rid of this little message. Hey, tumor, thanks for the message, but it's time for you to leave now. You've overstayed your welcome. I got the message. I'm doing much better now, and it's time for you to leave. A good friend of mine, my wife, was actually with one of our friends, and me and my wife were talking, and he said, "Hey, can I talk to Derek real quick?" She's like, "Hey, yeah, Joe wants to talk to you." I'm like, "All right, hey, Joe, how's it going?" He's like, "Hey, I've been watching your videos. I'm so happy to hear that everything's going so well for you. But I just thought of something that I thought I'd share with you." I'm like, "Please share, please share." He said, he's like, it's kind of weird to think, but because of this cancer, because of the lifestyle change you're making of being healthy again, going back to the gym, eating healthy again, because of this change, because of this cancer, you're probably going to live longer than if you didn't get the cancer. I'll say that again. You're probably going to live longer because of these lifestyle changes because of the cancer than if you didn't get cancer. And I was like, wow, you're probably right. Thank you for that reminder. I need these sometimes. I need other people's perspective as well. He's saying maybe because of what I was doing and I was getting addicted to bad foods, maybe you would have lived to like 80, 90. But because you're changing your lifestyle because of this cancer is not going to take you out. It's going to be old age at 110, 120. But I'm not going to be like, my goal is I'm going to live to like 110, 120. I'm not going to be one of those people like that's in a wheelchair and I can barely move and I don't know what's going on. I'm shitting myself. It's not that. I'm going to be well. I'm going to be with my grandkids playing sports with them. And it's just going to be something that happens in my sleep. That's my goal. Anyway, thanks for watching another update where I'm at. And I'll update you with my last few treatments. And then I'll update you with a week post-treatment. But I'm also going to share some more videos coming up of where I've been mentally and physically during all this. And what I've been doing to maybe help not have side effects until this 5th week. All right. Catch you on the next video. Bye.